welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we will be doing a reading for you from the 14th to the 21st of May. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you and you're looking for a private reading with me, all the details for that will be linked in the description box below. Taurus, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, we have a straggler, and you know what that means. You have the Fool here, so definitely there is maybe a risk that you're going to be taking an opportunity that's coming into your life to have a new beginning in some way, shape, or form. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Wands. So it could be a fire sign that you're inquiring about, or this simply could be you. Okay, Sun, Moon, or Rising fire sign. Okay, so your challenge for the third week of May is the Sun. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, like I said, the Queen of Wands. Okay, so for you, Taurus, you know, it is your birthday month. We're in your season now. The sun, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You know, the sun is in your sign. It is showing up as your challenge. And your message here when it comes to your challenge is, I am optimistic and appreciate all I have. Okay. So this really is about gratitude. Okay. Whether you're giving gratitude, whether you appreciate the things that you have, that may be challenging for you at this time because a lot of you really don't realize how abundant you are. You have a lot going on right now, especially with the sun in your sign. Your challenge with the sun here is about really being in this place of optimism, right? You know, it's very easy to say, yes, I'm optimistic. Yes, I'm positive, but it's the actual act of doing it. And this may be challenging for you at this time. The reason why this may be challenging for you is because of certain aspects that are taking place right now. We have the full moon, which is opposing, you know, your sun currently that is transiting in your sign. And then we have Uranus there. So there could be a lot of unexpected things that are happening in your life that are really putting pressure on you right now. But what the universe is saying is to remain positive. Always, always remain positive. Look at things from the bright side. And this is going to be a big part of your challenge the third week of May. Okay, we're going to talk more about that and see how it comes into your reading in a moment. Now, in the recent past, Taurus, you have the Eight of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. So in the recent past, I do feel that you were on a mission here in the past. You had a specific vision, a mission for yourself. You were ready to hit the next milestone in your life. And milestones can mean a number of things. It could be marriage, children, death, birth. It's a number of things, right? It could be reaching a goal that you've always wanted to reach. I do feel here in the past that you were collaborating with certain people in your work. You may have been working with certain people. However, the vision that you had for what you wanted in the past wasn't in alignment with these people that you were dealing with in the past. As a result of that, many of you chose to disconnect yourself from this person, or they decided to disconnect from you. Okay, this is what I'm seeing in the past. Of course, we're going to clarify it and get more information in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Seven of Swords, you have the King of Pentacles, and you have the Nine of Wands. So in the present moment, you are the King of Pentacles. Okay, this is how you're showing up as the King of Pentacles. And you have the Nine of Wands, which is indicating that for many of you, you are at a point in your life where there's a major cycle that's coming to an end. Something here has really been draining your energy. Okay, I don't know if it's a person that you're dealing with. You will know intuitively what I'm talking about. Some of you know what I'm talking about, but you've been ignoring it. You've been ignoring it, okay? It says, I'm as strong for as long as I need to be. So there's something here that's really been taking you a lot, your energy, your efforts. There's something that you keep trying to make work. And for some reason in the present moment, you have the Seven of Wands as well too. And the Seven of Wands really is connected to trust issues, value issues, right? It says, I take great care of what I value. So there's something in the present moment that although you're pouring a bunch of your energy into it, you just don't seem to be getting anything out of it. It's almost as if you feel the situation is very overwhelming in the present moment. There's a bit of this trust issue here in the present moment, and we're going to talk about this more. We're going to get more details on that for you in a moment. Now, in the near future, Taurus, you have the Five of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Chariot. So in the near future, the Five of Cups here is a card of disappointment. It's a card of realizing that something in your life, you knew that it wasn't going to work out. You knew it wasn't for you, but you still continued to do it. And this is what a lot of you are doing in the present moment. Not going to resonate with all of you, but some of you are pouring your energy into something, hoping and expecting to get a certain result. And in the near future, it's very clear that something here isn't for you. Now, it doesn't mean that what is for you isn't coming in. What is for you is coming in, but it needs space, room, and time to come into your life. So I think in the near future, what a lot of you are realizing, you're realizing that certain relationships, certain people around you, whether it is a relationship, work, personal, family, etc., you're realizing that something here isn't for you in the near future. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, it's great to realize that something isn't for you. Why? Because when it's time for the right thing to come into your life and that thing that isn't meant to be in your life is gone, that thing that is meant to be in your life can finally come in. And this is what a lot of you are going through in the near future. The Nine of Cups here in the near future is indicating that many of you are coming to a realization of what is going to make you happy and satisfied. And some of you along your journey over the next couple of days, you forget, right? You forget what is important to you. There's a little bit of overindulgence here in the near future of eating and drinking. And some of you are doing this because you're suppressing certain emotions that you're ignoring, okay? So it's really important that you remain positive. This is going to be a big part of your challenge because in the near future, you're moving on from something, the Chariot. You're moving on from something. The reason why you're moving on from it is because you want to get back to this place of feeling happy and satisfied within yourself. And that means eliminating the things that aren't for you. And as hard as it may be, a lot of you are realizing this is something that you need to do to make room for what is meant for you. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Wands and you have the Eight of Pentacles. If you've had issues with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, there will be an opportunity to communicate with this person, Eight of Wands, and to possibly find ways to have a new beginning. I see the Ace of Wands there as well too. So even though something is out of alignment, I feel there is something in your life that's out of alignment, and that's okay. It's a good thing that this is happening because you are identifying what doesn't work from the beginning. It's better to identify what doesn't work at the beginning so that you don't waste time down the road. And this is what your reading is mainly about. And we're going to get details, okay? I'm going to clarify everything. We're going to get details on this phenomena that's happening in your life at this time. So let's get into your reading, Taurus, and let's clarify. Okay, I'm going to clarify your challenge. Okay, so the Sun is your challenge for the third week of May. And what is clarifying that is the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles, okay? So your biggest challenge here, Taurus, has a lot to do with your work, okay? This has something to do with work. Of course, it could be about a relationship. It could be about really anything, but I'm seeing work here. I'm also seeing potentially a relationship. Now, the Sun here is all about optimism, and clarifying that you have the Seven of Cups. There's something in your life that has really brought a lot of uncertainty. It's brought a lot of illusions, uncertainty. Now, we just had Neptune moving into Aries. This is happening in your 12th house if you're a rising Taurus. So there's definitely things in the background that you may need to clear up, that you need to, make sense of here. The Eight of Pentacles is talking about work, okay? So if you are inquiring about your work situation, it's going to be extremely important that you get clear on a vision that you have, okay? There's something in your work that you're doing. You're pouring a lot of your energy, a lot of your time into it, And some of you are looking at it and saying, is this even something I should be doing? I don't know. You're questioning it, right? I don't know if I should do this. There's something here about not getting clear on it, okay? So your biggest challenge here is to get extremely clear on your vision, down to a T. Everything is written out, everything is organized, everything looks great, everything looks lovely. This is gonna be a big part of your challenge, because as we get into the third week of May, we are going to be entering into that Saturn moving into Aries. And Saturn is connected to our work. It's connected to our career, the 10th house. So for many of you, this is about remaining and being optimistic about your goals connected to your work, or remaining optimistic about a relationship and working it out with this person, but you have to get clear on what you want. It's fun to be free and go out and have a dream and hope that you're just gonna wing it. But if you're really strategic in the third week of May, there's a lot of rewards that can come to you, right? And getting clear is gonna mean different things for different people, right? So getting clear for me may not be the same as for you. So getting really clear within yourself of the vision, how you see things over the next 6 months, how you see things happening next week, all of these things should be planned out. So when you create this plan for yourself, you now have clarity on what you're doing, and it brings more confidence to you. It brings more positivity to your life because you look like you have more under control instead of just going along and winging things, right? This is going to be a big part of your challenge. This is what's going to help you in your career, and it's also going to help you in your relationships, okay? And also a big challenge for you the third week of May is trying not to get overly distracted by outside things, because a lot of you are getting distracted by outside things and you're forgetting what's really important, okay? So always remember what's really important and make sure you remain clear. And this is going to help you to remain positive and enthusiastic about the things that you're looking to accomplish, okay? So let's talk about the recent past. Again, I feel the recent past is definitely connected to your career in some way, shape, or form. In the recent past, you have the Three of Pentacles. So this is a collaborative energy. It is cooperation energy, a work energy here. That is clarified by the Page of Pentacles in reverse. You have the Three of Wands in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse. The reason why a partnership, a collaboration didn't work out in the past is because in the past, a lot of you were still getting over something that happened to you, okay? I do feel that there was a very high expectation here in the past. Someone made promises to you. There was a very beautiful vision. Everything was great, but it was more fantasy-like, right? In the past, it was more this energy of, oh, we're going to do this and this is going to be great and it's going to be amazing and it's going to be fun, but there was no concrete plan. Okay. And this is why something here failed in the past. This is why someone walked away in the past. This is why a dream that you had wasn't fulfilled. Okay. Again, not going to resonate with all of you. Some of you are going to say this doesn't resonate. That's fine. But for those of you who need the message here, because you weren't clear on a vision that you had, a goal that you had in the past, it either flopped, somebody disappointed you, you maybe disappointed somebody here in the past, and it left this energy of uncertainty here, okay? In the past, you have the Eight of Cups. So I do feel someone disconnected from you. There was a disconnection. Maybe you walked away from this person or they walked away from you. You have the Nine of Cups here, the King of Wands, and the Sun. So someone in your life walked away from you and they really disappointed you. And I think one of the things that you really tried hard here in the past, Taurus, was to remain positive and happy. And this is beautiful, right? Because you did it in the past. Even though you were disappointed, even though something here didn't work out the way that you wanted it to, you still remained positive. And this is the key in life, right? Even though something doesn't work out for us, it doesn't mean that we get down on ourselves, we get angry, we get upset. That's okay if you do, but don't remain in that place. Always remember that you can get up and walk again. And I think this is what a lot of you did here in the past. You have the Three of Wands. This is this goal, this dream that you had in the past. That is clarified by the Judgment, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. In the past, you really needed to reevaluate things on your own, because a lot of you in the past had this idea of working with others. I want to work with people. I want to collaborate. I want to come in as a team. But if you aren't fulfilled and happy within yourself, attracting those type of people to you may have been something that led to a disappointment. And that's what I feel happened here in the past. You came to a major realization of what you needed to do for yourself here in the past. So it was a matter of recognizing what is important to me in the past. What is important to my vision and what I want? Because somebody here disappointed you and let you down, it really affected you, but it also puts you into this drive, into this mode of starting to rely on yourself and to really reevaluate and get clear on what you wanted. And this is why your challenge is showing up as a similar situation to the past, because it's reminding you to not get off track. Some of you are starting to get off track because either a certain person's distracting you or a certain situation in your life isn't clear. And to avoid what happened in the past, to avoid it from happening again, this is something that you need to be aware of, okay? So this is what I feel happened for you in the past. Now let's clarify the present moment. Ace of Wands is popping out. So I feel in the present moment, there's definitely something here about a new beginning for you. Ace of Wands came out again. Ten of Swords. I keep seeing the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck every time I shuffle it for you. So again, it's really talking about a cycle closing out for you. Something here that's been really difficult in your life is coming to an end, which is great. Important message for you, Taurus, is the King of Pentacles, and that is clarified by the Four of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Moon. If you recently went through a breakup, because some of you watching this, you went through a breakup, something here in your life really affected you on a very deep level. Some of you act as if this situation doesn't bother you. You really don't show it publicly that it bothers you on the surface, but deep down inside, something here has really been affecting you on a deep level. Your biggest message here is to get clear on why you went through what you went through. Some of you went through something so difficult, an ending, okay, because somebody abandoned you, somebody left, someone blocked you. A lot of you are in this place of trying to ask, well, why did they leave me? Why did they disconnect from me? And one of the things that we need to always remember, we need to first look at ourselves. This is the hardest thing for all of us to do, okay? The hardest thing is to be honest with ourselves. I'm seeing 833 on the clock this week. Your angel message is 833, so check that out. Could be something in connection to your healing process. So one of the things that I love to do on the channel is I love to get you to look internally. And like I said, this is a hard thing for a lot of us to do because a lot of us project onto others. I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but this is something that people tend to do. They project onto others. It's everybody else's fault. Well, they left me. They abandoned me. They don't care about me. And it's not the case. There's something here that Spirit is asking you, Taurus, to go within and look within yourself and ask yourself, how did I play a role in this? How did I contribute to this situation? Why do you think this person disconnected or left you? And just keep in mind that this could be vice versa, but this is about really doing that inner work, that self-reflecting. And this is going to be very challenging for a lot of people at this time, including yourself, because of what's happening in the sky right now. There's a lot of squares, there's a lot of oppositions, there's a lot of tension in the air. And it's forcing all of us to really go within and say, what can I do better within myself? So as you're resting and you're healing and you're rejuvenating and recouping your energy, it's really important to look at your emotions and not ignore them. Because your emotions are a sounding board. I've said it so many times, a sounding board. And a sounding board is going to help you to identify the things that you need to see and change in your life for your life to get better. For many of you, there are major trust issues in the present moment with the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is a card of deception. It's a card of disappointment. You have the Knight of Cups, the Chariot, and the Devil. The reason why something currently in your life isn't working the way it needs to is because somebody here isn't clear on what they want. Whether that's you or someone you're dealing with. Some of you are dealing with the water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There isn't really a clear vision of what is happening between you and this person. The devil is here. There's a lot of physical attraction, but is there a long-term goal for you and this person? And the reason why I'm saying this to you is because as time goes on, you're going to have some sort of expectation from this person, or they're going to have an expectation from you. And eventually you and this person are going to want to move forward, but there's a lot of trust issues in the present moment that need to be addressed. And I feel for some of you, you feel this, but you haven't mentioned it or you haven't said anything to this person. So there's something here in the present moment that may need to be addressed. You have the 9 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Ace of Cups, and you have the Knight of Pentacles. So in the present moment, I do feel that if there's a situation in your life that's been extremely difficult, you are slowly moving towards a brand new beginning. That's what I feel. You are moving towards a new beginning. Some of you are asking, should I just let this situation go? There's a situation in your life that you may feel you need to let go of because you've been trying to make it work over and over again. The message here is that if you do decide to let the situation go and you slowly decide to move towards a new beginning, I see bigger and better opportunities coming in for you. So some of you are either letting something go, or someone has let you either someone's let you go or you're letting something go. And a lot of you are saying, I don't like this. I don't like that this is happening to me, but I feel it's something that's needed. Because a lot of you right now, there's major opportunities that are coming into your life. But if you're clinging on to something that you've been trying to make work over and over again, I'm seeing 9 weeks, 9 months, 9 years, you've been trying to make something work, and it just, no matter how much you try to make it work, it just doesn't. So a lot of you may choose to slowly let this situation go and move towards something new. Okay, so this is what I see for you in the present moment. Now let's talk about the near future. Let's clarify all the cards. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Wands. So again, there's a strong energy here of a new beginning that's happening for a lot of you. Of course, the sun is in your sign, so that means you're having your rebirth right now. In the near future, you have the 5 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups is clarified by the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups. In the near future, a lot of you are going to recognize that a person that you're dealing with, okay, doesn't matter if it's a work situation, personal situation, whatever. A lot of you are going to realize in the near future that something in your life is not for you, period. Point blank. Period, point blank, something isn't for you. Okay? Something in the near future that's very difficult, very burdensome for you. It's almost as if you're forcing the situation. You believe this situation in the near future is going to make you really happy, but you need to look at the signs, okay? The signs are really going to help you determine if this thing is for you or not. The 4 of Cups is indicating that something here in your life you feel rejected or you don't feel wanted. Some of you think there's a third party here. There's somebody interfering in the near future, and you may find that out. But the thing that you have to understand here, Taurus, is you already knew this. There's something that you already know in the present moment. Your intuition is telling you, your heart's telling you, but you're ignoring it. And little subtle signs come up, but in the near future, you realize how drained you are. You realize how much you've put into this, that it's almost as if you're forcing your happiness when you don't have to, right? You don't have to force your happiness. If something is meant for you, it's going to flow for you. It's going to bring success to you, and it's going to be something that is fun to do. It's not going to be something that you feel forced to do. So I feel in the near future, because of this drained energy and because of the response that you're getting from this certain person, this certain situation, it's almost as if you're compromising your well-being for your happiness, when really you shouldn't do that. You should just go with the flow, because if something is truly meant for you, you don't have to force it. It's not something that you have to feel bogged down by in order to feel successful. So I think in the near future, a lot of you are letting go of this idea of stability. Maybe your idea or somebody else's idea of what stability is doesn't resonate with you, and that's fine. A lot of you are learning how to be stable within yourself. There is a Tower moment here in the near future, and the only reason why the Tower moment happens is because you've been ignoring your intuition all this time. So the more you ignore your intuition, the more you ignore the signs, the more you realize that something here is simply not for you. And some of you are going to ignore it so much until it just crumbles before your eyes in the near future. So really this reading is a warning to listen to your intuition and not to ignore it, okay? You will realize in the near future that it is time for you to move on from something. You know it's time. A lot of you aren't publicizing this. It's a very private matter. But you're going to get some sort of information that it is time to tame the situation, the strength to find, the strength to leave. Some of you are going to be hurt here in the near future. But don't look at it as a negative thing. Look at it as, wow, this needed to happen for me to be free. This needed to happen so that I can find the inner strength to move on to the things that are going to make me happy. Because there's no point in staying involved in something that doesn't make you happy, forcing it to work when you know that it's something that is not meant for you. Because what you're doing is you're actually delaying what is actually meant for you. Okay, so this is big for many of you, especially because it's your birthday and you're having a new beginning. Your birthday is a representation of a new cycle that's coming into your life, and carrying old rags with you along your way is not cute. Okay, so this is something that I'm asking you, the cards, the universe, they're asking you to be aware of, okay? So let's get some advice for you, Taurus. Very deep and intense reading. Not gonna resonate with all of you, but I know there's somebody out there that needs it. What's your advice? Let's see. We have the Knight of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and we have the Six of Swords. Yeah, your biggest piece of advice is to recognize what you're holding on to that really isn't serving you anymore. What is it that you need to leave? You need to disconnect from? Is it an attitude? Is it a behavior? Is it a thought process? Is it hoarding? Some of you are hoarding. This is about really cleaning house. With this full moon, it's really showing you, look, this is what you need to deal with. This is the thing that you need to be aware of. There's something here that you've been ignoring for a very long time. And the more you ignore the situation, the more your goals are delayed, your plans are delayed, your vision is delayed, your overall vision for the future is delayed because there's something here that's cluttered either in your mind, in your environment, dealing with certain people. So your biggest piece of advice is to start cleaning house. Start looking at your relationships. Start looking at where you're living. Start looking at all of these things, because when the sun moves into Gemini, it's a brand new cycle for you, and you don't want to be carrying around things that are not serving you, okay? So Taurus, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.